Hey, here I am in my hometown of Victoria. It's been too long because of COVID. I haven't been able to come here, but I'm here at Vic High and I'm so excited. Was waiting a long time to hear about all the new Memorial Stadium revitalization. We're going to get a new rugby field, a new soccer field, an 8-lane track. I'm standing on it. I'm so excited. It's amazing the progress that's been made, and I never thought it really was going to happen. But here we are. So I'm looking over there, the rugby field, there's the 8-lane track, there's even a bubble. I didn't know we were getting that, and this turf field and lights and stuff. So really, I barely recognize the place. What?
Steve?
Yeah.
Steve.
Hold on. What?
Steve.
What?
We're not at Vic High. We're at Oak Bay. I'll take you there. Come on, let's go.
Oh no.
Let me show you what's really happening here at Vic High. This is what we got going on right now.
Are you kidding me? The field's like horrible shape. Who would be able to play any sports here? You have a track that's falling apart. You told me this is like the long jump pit?
That's the long jump pit.
Yeah.
And that's the high jump pit over there.
This is great. This was going to be a turf field like we just saw at Oak Bay with lights. There was going to be a clubhouse, 8-lane metric track.
That's right.
I can't believe it. All kidding aside, this is actually an issue that everyone in Victoria should be concerned about, because it's really a story about systemic inequality. This field has been in this shape probably since the early 70s. When we were here in the 80s, it was almost unusable, and it's still like that to today. And why is that? Is because the powers that be decided that the students at the school and the community of this area were not as deserving as other schools. As you saw, we just came from Oak Bay that has essentially everything. Now, doesn't mean they shouldn't have what they have, but why are the students at Vic High not treated the same? The Friends of Vic High, which is an organization that I co-founded, have been fighting now for years to try and get School District 61 to change their plans for taking land. And as a result of them taking land, the promises that was made over the last 10 years and fundraising to actually revitalize the stadium has been shelved. The original plans called for a turf multi-sport field with lighting, a clubhouse, new stands. You see the Memorial Stadium stands that were actually built to honor soldiers from Vic High who fought in World War II. That was supposed to be. And of course, an 8-lane metric track where the students could use it for real competitive training and to hold meets, and which has not been able to be done here for 5 decades. So what's happened is the city has decided that they want to build housing, which of course nobody is against affordable housing. We know that's a need, not just in Victoria, but across this country. But their plans called for taking even more land for parking and an easement and so on. So what we've been asking for is for a win-win solution where the educational needs of students of Vic High are respected, land that is for educational needs is left for students, and that other land can be made available for housing. There's an ability to do that and to actually deliver to the promise that was made more than a decade ago. If you believe that everyone should have access to the same resource and be supported equally, imagine if you came to the school over the last 5 decades. What kind of feeling, what would you think that would say to you in regards to how you were thought about and your opportunities versus walking into a school like Oak Bay, which has a $90 million building and a multi-million-dollar arts facility, arts center, or theater inside, and a new turf soccer field and a rugby field and a track, right? There you're probably going to go, wow, I'm important, I've got resources, I've got opportunity, versus here going, well, you know, the Memorial Stadium that I have and this dilapidated field is the way that people think about our student body. I think it's wrong, and I think everybody should think that's wrong. So please, you know, if your kids go to another school and you are someone that has been fighting to get the resources they need, you should also think about the kids that don't have someone like you to support them and to stand up for them. It's clear that the School District 61 is more interested in land than students. It's clear that even our own, I hate to say it, good people, but the Vic High Alumni Association has been misguided in their support for this compromise plan. The principal of Vic High, Aaron Parker, for whatever reason chimed in when he was never asked about it, that the students weren't that interested. I think that's wrong, and your voices need to be heard. There's hearings that are going to be held in the fall at City Hall. You please contact your MLA, contact your city councilor, and please ask them to intervene in this matter and to change the course. Because once the land is gone for the school, it's gone forever. And imagine, I always said this, when we actually saved the Vic High from being demolished years ago, imagine in 1914 if they had not built this building for educational needs, right? Someone said, forget about it. They don't need a beautiful school to attend to. They don't need all those resources. Imagine that. So people were thinking ahead and going, no, we need to invest because it's important that we give young people a place that they can be proud of and they can learn and they can look for the opportunities to evolve as mature adults.